Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the USC Trojans and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Cox. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Drops back on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Out wide right, it's Cox. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for room, it's Cox. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Flips it out in the flat. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Making the adjustment.
Booster, booster. Freeze.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Reels it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Beal. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
We all want to push the ball down the field, but when you can dump it off to a running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll take it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cox. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the tight end. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Man, this defense is dialed in. Already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, making some plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical.
Snags it, and there's running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Finds a crease, it's Cox. They were all over it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab, it's Cox. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's a great job working the scramble drill. You know, QBs and quarterbacks, they practice this throughout the week. When the pocket breaks down and the play gets extended, receivers have to break off their route, and they've got to go find an open area of the field. Nice work there between the QB and wide receiver.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Another incompletion on third down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that's going to tie it up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Sends it back in motion. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Floats it out in space. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
Finds a man by himself. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's 3rd down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Tells to run, lost a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Breaks it, that's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the... Get it back, it's a turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Cox. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Timeout taken by Texas, it's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And we say football is a game of inches. Man, I think when your field goal kicker hits the crossbar, you're living on that. And it's just short, and it doesn't climb up. It goes
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Texas. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. And they got it. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Cox. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 18 team, the BYU Cougars. Boston College able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's McCutcheon. To the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Got a lot of room They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Really nice throw by the quarterback here, because if you're going to throw out-breaking routes against man coverage, you have got to be on time, which means the ball has got to come out before the receiver gets out of his break. Really nice anticipation by the QB.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hate.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Snap in the shotgun. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Gets it away and hammers it. You want to talk about flipping the field. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Fresh center downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys. That time,
running room in the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cox. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Getting it to the red zone is great. Getting it in the end zone, that's been a bigger problem. Misses badly on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside, it's Beal. Pass to 6. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Second down, going to throw it. Move to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Wants to throw one first. Snagged in the middle. It's Weaver. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Gets the back moving. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Cox. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. He'll set up to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He's changing the play. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And down goes the quarterback. A huge play for the defense, but I'm not sure it's going to stand. Penalty marker on the field. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's McCutcheon. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Texas. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Needs it here on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the middle, and it's his 4th interception of the game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it upfield. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Long way to go on second down. And they'll take a knee on fourth down. Happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Tried to catch them napping, fake spike, and now he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.